What's going on, Print Fam? Welcome to another Print Client Project feature. There's a lot of words in there. Print Client Project. Still a working title. Thanks for calling Monument. This is Cam. How may I help you? Yeah, what's up, man? Well, so the way that the delivery works is it's 10 days for production, and then whatever the free shipping time is, which is usually about 3 to 5 days. So you're probably looking at about 13, 14 days total. We'll talk to you soon. You're welcome, man. All right, take care. Bye. So shout out to Jefferson. He's been watching the channel. He's been really into it. He's got a sick line coming out. So this is the introduction to the feature of the new brand from Jefferson called Rule the World. I'll link his Instagram and all that shit in the description of this video. And this one's really cool because he wanted killer graphics, so he reached out and found a top-notch illustrator. The back's this really cool kind of American traditional tattoo style illustration. Okay, now the next step is that I'm going to get my designer involved in this, and he's going to start creating the mock-ups. Once those mock-ups are done, we'll submit them to Jeff so that he can review them and either approve them or, you know, recommend any revisions. That usually takes about 48 hours. I'll come back once we have mock-up approval. Today's March the 5th. Alright, we back. It is 1:17 p.m. Wednesday the 7th of March. I just want to come out here and see if the garments have showed up yet. Our delivery guy leaves them right. Yep, there they are. 10 extra larges. Whoa. God damn it. God damn it. Well, Jefferson opted to go with the newly re-released American Apparel tees, which are owned by Gildan, but they're pretty cool. But here's the thing. It's a 50-50 blend. So because he chose the 50-50 with the water-based discharge print, that white discharge is going to go from a bright white to more like a light heather gray. So I need to call Jeff and let him know the situation. I mean, not only will the white, but the red discharge and the green discharge, they'll all have that heather accent. I think he'll be cool with it because he kind of wants us to look, you know, sort of vintage, but I gotta call him and ask him. And I forgot to tell him to save our number in my phone, to save our number in his phone. Hey Jeff, this is Cam. Your garments just showed up at the shop, and I just wanted to confirm some things with you because they are blends. I didn't realize you didn't get the 100% cotton. So there is going to be some differences in the way the discharge print looks, and I just wanted to go over it with you before we actually start. So give me a call, 800-806-3518. Talk to you soon. Later, Jeff. Sweet. The art is separated and ready to go. I just got to print this puppy. You got a cell phone? He is nervous about the prints turning out like this. This was a bright red print on a tri-blend, and if you look, you can see the heathering speckles in this. Same with this. This is a tri-blend, and this is a discharge white. Went from bright white to more like a light heather gray. Worst case scenario with tri-blends. Films are printing, so while that's going down, I got some other shit I got to do in the office. I'm probably not going to burn those films today, but we'll see if I got time. For now, I'm going to be in here working. Alright, it's Tuesday, March the 13th, 1:41 p.m. Jesse's in the shop, and he is getting started on the No Rules print project. And here's what the back of this particular graphic is going to look like. If it doesn't look good, we may have to do a different underbase, water-based instead of discharge. We'll see. That's going to give you problems too. So what color is that?
This is
Didn't notice it when I was printing them out, but Jesse pointed out that these films did this weird, I don't know what you call it, like a print head drag or something on this one. Yeah, and on this one. What the fuck, dude? So they're all doing it. Now the rest of them are gonna do it too, bro. You know, one of the things with these Epson printers, especially when you convert them to this dye-based ink, it's not, you know, it's not like Epson certified stuff. It seems to gum up on the capping station. The capping station is what kind of sucks the ink through the print heads. And over time, as it gets used, it seems to, I don't know, something clogs up, and then you get that weird buildup on the bottom of the print heads, and then those are the kind of, those skid marks happen. What you have to do is when it starts happening, you got to go through, manually clean the capping station, and then it'll fix itself most of the time. I'm reprinting all of the Rule the World films. God damn it! Jess, you got any updates on this? Okay, you're doing Bird City. All right, good, because they're gonna pick up tomorrow. Okay. Jesse had to put Rule the World on the back burner. I showed you earlier the films were all jacked up. He's working on a different project. If he gets that done, we'll probably get to this later this evening or first thing tomorrow. What I've learned as a screen printer, been doing this for a long time, is that every single project is a little different. And most of the time, whatever project you're working on, there's going to be some little hiccup or some unexpected result that you have to address and then fix. For instance, with this particular job, we haven't printed on American Apparel's 50/50s. We're going to lose some time, we're going to lose some money, because we're essentially doing R&D on this particular job. But it's okay, because we'll make notes of that, and then we'll know for the future. And this seems to be just such a common thing, man. And then we'll adjust our process accordingly. The big zero. 0 jobs got completed today. Bunch of time wasted on the setup. The tri-lock is more or less screwing us over. We can't figure out if it's the pallets. Can't figure out if it's, you know, the light table and the setup over there. Can't figure it out. It's clearly not perfect, but I figured it would be a little bit closer than this. Just for the sake of getting jobs done, we're gonna have to forego the tri-lock tomorrow, and we're gonna have to revert to our old way of doing things. It is March the 14th, and Jesse is back on the damn Rule the World graphics. He managed to get the back art, yeah, screens burnt, registered on the press, and now he's actually mixing up the ink colors over here, and he will be starting shortly. In the meantime, I'm in the office still trying to organize this Kickstarter campaign that's launching on Friday, so make sure to head over to Kickstarter and give me a contribution. I don't know what to expect. Never done this before. Surprisingly enough, I'm not that nervous about it. I guess whatever happens, happens, but it would be nice to have it get funded the first time. So here's the status of the campaign so far. I shot the video. Well, I shot about 20 different videos. They went all the way from 10 minutes long and trimmed it, and I think I was able to get it down to under 4 minutes. It's the best I could do. I wrote all the copy of the campaign. I did some screenshots of different stages of the actual shop management system. So at least things that I felt comfortable putting out there that I don't feel will get taken before the software launches from other developers. Before I did all this, something that I did do, which I think is going to be a crucial part of whether or not this works or not, I built a mailing list with you guys. Ultimately, I did a couple videos and asked anyone who would be interested in this kind of thing to sign up so that when the Kickstarter campaign launched, I could actually let some people know. And I think that that is an important stage, I don't know, with crowdfunding or with business, whatever it is you're doing, building an email list is extremely important. And I'm also, I feel like I say that all the time, but also, I'm working on the MailChimp email template, and it's just a template that as soon as I'm ready, I will blast it out to you guys, letting you know that the Kickstarter campaign is officially launched. Jesse's doing our first tester on the American Apparel 50/50 with a discharge print, and I mean, we don't know what we don't know. I don't know if you can see it on camera, but with a discharge white, as usual, there is a little bit of heathering coming through the white, but surprisingly, it's not bad. It's just not bright white. So I gotta snap a photo with my cellular phone, text it to him, and let's see what he says. There's a big problem when it comes to trying to snap a photo of a print, especially with your camera phone, because it lies. It tends to like brighten everything up.
Did you hear that pop?
Yeah, okay, it's 5:35 p.m. Something's happening. So we're gonna go try to get it on camera. We heard some screaming, heard a bang and a boom, and we're gonna go see what it is. Did you guys hear the people screaming? Oh! Yeah, I can hear there's loud buzzing going on, like an electrical fire or some shit.
The fucking the thing. I wish I could zoom in. Oh shit. Is it okay?
Yeah.
Do you need me to call?
Oh,
you
no.
got it? Okay.
No, there's a APS.
You called them? Okay.
There's a little fire up there. I think it was a lot worse earlier. Hey brother, are you sure you should be using water, dude? I feel like that's super dangerous. Here comes fire department. It's probably the first call they've had in a month that actually has to do with fire. It is March 15th. That's a Thursday. Jesse is a messy fuck whenever he's cleaning, but because of that, he gets a lot of overspray out of the thing, and the water is always on the floor, but it's like stagnant under this thing. And there's this smell that's like I've stepped into hell. Horrible. So I'm gonna have him mop this shit today after he's done printing, because I'm gonna pull this rubber up and we're gonna mop the whole thing. I mean, how exciting is it for y'all to know that we here at Monument Limited now have the ability to mop floors. Bleach is on the way. So we did have to switch our printing methods. We're switching from discharge to a water-based white. Well, we've officially started Roll the World. It's about 4 days later from when we attempted to set it up. It turned out pretty good. It's a bummer because we couldn't do the discharge, because no matter what you do, unless it's a discharge print, there's always a little bit of hand to it. It's a hell of a lot thinner than your traditional plastisol print, but there's still some hand. But in my opinion, lately, especially in like 2017 and 18, that whole no-feel print thing is actually kind of dead. It was really popular for a while when everyone was wearing really fitted, like thin t-shirts, but now the style is back to a little bit heavier, boxier cut, and most discerning clients want to feel a little bit of the print. They want to feel it a little bit. So, in my opinion, this is the best way to go now. Alright. Backs are all done. Jesse's just going to lace up that front chest real quick. And we will have officially wrapped the Rule the World print project. And we'll get them things sent off to him. That'll be good, because this video has taken like the full 10 days to make. Well, the Rule the World project is officially wrapped, so we will have those things boxed up and on their way to Fred tomorrow. So shout out to you for hitting us up with this really cool print project. Love the artwork. Loved the artwork, by the way. If you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, be sure to leave them in the comments of this video. Other than that, y'all know what you gotta do. Take care of yourselves, print fam. Peace out.